What's up? It's me, Taylor.
Hey guys, it's me, Avery.
And we are content creators, and in today's video we're going to be doing a get ready with me and a little slight question and answer for you guys, just to let you guys know what it's like actually being a content creator. And I'm super excited that this is actually Women's History Month, okay? Hey. So we coming together for a good cause, period. So we're so excited to be doing this video, and let's get straight into it.
I'm so excited to be here. I am Avery and my platform is called Pretty for a Black Girl. I am so excited to be celebrating and bringing in Women's Month with my fellow content creator, Taylor. I'm so excited. Guys, so basically my platform is YouTube and mainly through Instagram and YouTube. I am looking to grow on other platforms, but I'm still coming across different ones and figuring out what works for me. But my platform basically is fashion, lifestyle, and self and body image. I love to empower women through fashion, through confidence, through becoming a better version of yourself and manifesting yourself to live the life that you will have yourself to live if you allow yourself to live it. So I'm so excited to be partnered up today. My Instagram is Pretty for a Black Girl. It's pretty underscore black underscore for underscore a underscore pretty for a black underscore girl. Or you can do PFABG. So I think that actually, oh wow.
That's it, girl. And I think your Instagram name is so unique, y'all. Pretty for a Black Girl, yes, period. Okay, so I guess I'll introduce myself. My name is Taylor. I'm on YouTube as Taylor Bobb. I also have a podcast called The 9 to 5 Chick, and that's CHIC, okay? And I have an Instagram, which is underscore Real Southern Belle. I really do love all of my platforms. If I had to choose one platform that is actually my home, that would probably be YouTube. I have been creating for a little over 4 years. I'm super excited that my audience has grown, and I kind of know, you know, what people want to see from me. But I pretty much create a little bit of everything, you know, a little bit of lifestyle, a little bit of fashion, a little bit of fitness, a little bit of beauty, you know what I'm saying? Period. Do everything. But yeah, so that's pretty much kind of what I do as a content creator, and I absolutely love it. So let's get into these questions. First question is, why did we become content creators? Okay, go ahead and tell them why, girl.
Ooh, okay, wow. I think more so when I think of that question, I think of why not become a content creator.
That part.
Especially when you live a life where this is your everyday routine, as far as like wanting to help people and working in that like service-based industry and wanting to, you know, really better the society that we live in. So with me being in education, because I am an educator, there's that. I love helping and molding, shaping people in young minds. So I'm like, oh, why not do that and combine fashion, which I love. That's what I'm, you know, one of my God-given talents, and becoming the best version of myself as I do life. And I, you know, combining it all together, I'm like, you know what? There's something to this. Like I can really see myself out here, you know, helping change the world in my own way. So I think that is why I really want to become a content creator, and also just look fun, although it is a lot of work.
That's facts.
Yeah, I love. I think the basis of it is helping, and also just it helps me keep the creative flow going by being able to express myself through music, fashion, and helping people. So that's why I did it.
Wow.
Yes.
It's the impact for me, sis.
Look, if we don't do it,
impact for me, okay?
If we don't do it, who gonna do it?
It's a little bit different. So I actually started, you know, YouTube just to upload my dance videos. Honestly, I wanted to show the world that, hey, I'm really cool and I could dance. And I wanted to just make videos more so for entertainment purposes. That's really why I started YouTube. And then, you know, back then, whenever we saw content creators, you know, we considered them beauty gurus. So as I'm uploading these dance videos, they also have like 10 girls that are like beauty gurus. All they do is hair and makeup. And I knew that's not all that I wanted to do. So back in the day, you know, like I said, it was called beauty guru. Now it's called influencer. And I've actually learned from watching other creators on the platform what you can actually do and how you can become your own type of content creator. So just through that and just, you know, watching other people, I decided to go ahead and, you know, start a YouTube and started Instagram and things like that. But I honestly just started YouTube, y'all, just to make my dance videos. That's really why I started. But I'm very happy, you know, where my YouTube channel is going, and I feel happy that I'm not, you know, just looking at everybody else and I'm creating the content that I want to create. A lot of people be thinking they just got to create one type of video. You know, if your thing is makeup, you think every single video on your channel has to be about makeup. No, we don't. You know, it may help you grow faster, but your channel is going to be whatever you want it to be. So that's why I decided to become a content creator.
Right, and she is doing the thing added, honey. Because I think a lot of times too, when people stick to kind of just one thing, they put themselves in a box. And it's like, you know, everyone who comes across your page, they may not can relate to you in the makeup, you know, sector. They may can relate to you through your lifestyle, or you share like, you know, fitness or different stuff like that. So I think that's a perfect way to kind of go about it.
Yep, and you have to train your audience. You know, people are gonna want what they want, but you have to train people to what you're gonna give them. So if I'm showing you that, hey, I'm not gonna give you guys just all of these fitness videos because they have the most views, I'm just not gonna give those videos to you guys. So I feel like as a content creator, we also do have to take control and just create what we want to see on our channels. But that brings me right into the second question, Avery, which is, when did you realize your potential as a content creator? Like, when did you know, like, I may be on to something, okay? When did you know that?
Oh, wow. I think my very first video, actually, I had no idea the amount of people that could relate to my story. So, a lot like you, my very first video it wasn't dancing, but it was like a lifestyle-based kind of piece. It was me sitting down talking about my story with my dad and kind of his absence that he played in my life, and how like that's impacted my adulthood. And I did a 3-part series, and by me doing that, it really showed me that people really can relate to like who I am, just the everyday girl out here trying to figure out life. And I think that opened up a lot of doors as to kind of pushing me to want to do different stuff. And I'm like, okay, let me start doing some fashion. So I started doing like a little bit of fashion hauls, and I'm started getting into vlogs. So I was like, okay, you know, there's something in it. And a lot of people kind of just reached out and were like, hey, thank you for just, you know, being vulnerable and sharing that. So I'm like, yo, there's a need out there. People really want to relate to somebody. They really want to have that connection. So I think it was more so that. What would you say what was your like pivotal moment in that?
Ooh, girl. Well, I did enjoy, you know, the little bit of fame that I got from posting one of my dance videos. It got like over 75,000 views, and I'm like, okay, I'm popping, okay. And then like one of my other videos, I just did a simple product review, y'all, on like this the Miracle Drops, Kaleidoscope Miracle Drops for your hair, and that has over like I think 140,000 views, like just that one video. And so when people started commenting on my channel about different things, like I started posting apple cider vinegar videos, and people are like, well, how do you do this? How do you do that? Or where'd you get this from? Where'd you get that from? I said, I'm on to something.
Ooh, come on, talk about it. Talk
something, okay? So that's pretty much, you know, when I realized my potential, because I'm like, you know, people are willing to listen to me and really value my advice. And that's, I think, a big one. You know, when people not only just look at you and be like, oh yeah, I support her, but I actually value what she says. I feel like that's what it really, you know, made me want to, you know, do this video with you, because I'm like, I feel the value through her videos. Like she's giving me real life, she's giving me her true self, and I don't feel like she would lead me in the wrong direction. Okay, so that's pretty much how I knew my potential, honestly, when people were just interested in what I had to say.
And people like following people that they can relate to. Not so like, you know, ooh, look at me, and I'm like, no, like, look at, you know, the girl who, look, we work 9 to 5, you trying to create, follow your dreams and figure it out, date, figure out the future, finances, and everything in between. And I think that's a lot like why I'm drawn to you, because I'm like, look, you seem like you got to figure it out. You stay inspiring me. Like, you made me want to get on top of my stuff. So,
girl, I be trying out here, girl.
Yeah, so
I be trying.
Look, we're here for it. Here for it, honey.
We're here, okay? So let's get to the next question, girl. Let's get to the next question, because I don't forgot what it was.
It's okay. We hit it on rush. No rush.
So what type of videos or Instagram content do you think people like to see from you the most? Because I know we both kind of post, you know, different things. But what do you feel like they love the most?
Ooh, honey child. Hey, you know, I feel like that's just such a loaded question, which is really not, now that I think about it. But it's loaded because I am trying to do different videos so I can see kind of like what people like, and also what I enjoy creating at the same, you know, same moment. But mine, for the most part, seem to be my kind of sit down and kind of talk with me, my little story times. Yeah, child, people, I do look, you know, dating, work, I do a little bit of everything. So with that, I think that's my highest ones, that kind of content. And then also on my IG platform, a lot of people seem to really like my fashion tips and, you know, styling advice. See, styling advice, and I'm like, yo, you know, it's just me putting some clothes together.
This girl, she does an amazing job, y'all, putting like thrifted pieces and all that together. I'm like, where she got that from?
Don't let me fool y'all. You know, hey, we out here just being great. You know,
y'all, she is the Instagram real queen.
Not at all.
I feel like you picked the best sounds and everything for your reels. I suck at reels, so as you can see, I'm slowly getting into that.
But you're getting into it, and I think that's the most important part. That's what I love, though.
You're right.
It's been so many people like asking me like, oh, Avery, how did you do that? And like even just within my own friend circle, you know, them wanting to kind of get into it. And I'm like, okay, I'm here to help. You know, I'm learning just like y'all learn, but just trial and error and YouTube, honestly.
That is true.
But yeah, so my main two would be fashion and my story time pieces. So
Okay,
that was mine.
all right, story time.
Yes, ma'am. And you honey got content for days. So what do you feel like the people want? Or
It's been a few years.
Look, I'm only on year 1. She on year 4.
I feel like honestly people really like to see health and fitness and like apple cider vinegar stuff on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
And I think it's because, you know, everybody is on this kick to like lose weight and everybody wants to know, you know, how can I do this quickly? So I think that's why people really love those videos. But I got like the highest videos probably on like all my apple cider vinegar videos. They're all over like 30,000 views. But a lot of people are like, well, why you just don't do fitness, you know, on your channel and you know, weight loss? And I'm like, because that's not all of Taylor.
Yeah,
I want to show you guys all of me, okay? But I honestly think that's really what they like to see from me, is that, you know, fitness side of me. But that's why I also try to go a little bit hard on Instagram, and just to show people that, hey, I do have a passion for beauty and fashion as well. You know, so I kind of do both. But that's really what they like to see from me.
Look, honey, and we love to see, honey. She's gonna give you personality. She's gonna give you story, honey. She gives you all the details, honey. She ain't gonna leave you out. Okay, my girl gonna give you the real on it in such a respectful way.
And I'm an open book.
Sweet. Look,
all my business
same.
on YouTube.
Look, my mom like, please stop telling these folks your whole life.
Yes, girl.
I'm like, oh, girl.
Yes. So let's get on to this juicy topic.
Ooh, child. Look, I ain't ready.
Let's go ahead and sip some tea. Okay, we're gonna sip it today. And that is, do you feel women really support each other as content creators? And we're gonna be real honest, y'all. We're gonna be totally honest with y'all.
Keep it a whole stack. I'm whole stack. As far as supporting, I feel as of lately, yes. Especially with it being, you know, International Women's Month, I've seen a lot of different, like from big to small creators really kind of, you know, getting on board and being like, hey, let's collab, or like, you know, just asking for advice in that same boat. But I also feel like it's like it's not a, what do they say? It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And I feel like
that part.
It's message. I feel like it's just now kind of just starting to become like a thing to support wholeheartedly. You know, I feel like a lot of it has been like a Mean Girls kind of thing, like, oh, we're gonna do these women empowerment brunches and we're gonna do this, and it's like you don't feel empowered. Like, pay $5,000 and sell your first child. Like, and then like we're gonna talk about you, but you gonna get this exposure though. Like, girl, what? How that make sense? And like you doing this in your free time until you can do this full time. And it's like, girl, if I'm doing this on my own time, I want to enjoy and be authentic about what I'm doing, which is like the vibes I'm getting from you.
That part.
And that's why I love Taylor and her content, because she seems so transparent, so real, so relatable.
Thank you.
But like I said originally, in like this content influencer market, a lot of it has not been real or authentic. I feel like it's been like that mean girl type. But now I feel like people are really starting to come around to being genuine in what they do. So we're slowly getting there. But like I said, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So
I agree. I feel like we are definitely getting there. I do follow this lady called Fumi Ford, and she is on Instagram, and she always talks about collaboration over competition.
Ooh.
And
I like
feel
that. I like that.
You know, I think it's great that it's coming from a bigger content creator because, you know, people look up to her and people listen to her. So when she says something, you best believe we all out here trying to collab because she said so. But I feel like too, you know, like you said, Avery, it is a mean girl type society because you do have these mean girls and you have people that'll be like, yes, sis, yes, all over your pictures. But the minute you post something fire, something bomb, something that's going viral,
come on, talk it.
nowhere to be found. Where are you? Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, they be like ghosts, you know what I mean? So I feel like we have to do better, but I feel like we have to be more genuine. Don't just come in, yes, that's not doing nothing for me.
No.
You see, like for me, I try to shout other people out too, and I try to, you know, help others, and I would hope others help me as well. But it's a two-way street. And these content creator streets, it's hard out here. And it's hard getting support because everybody wants to be number one. Everybody wants to be the best. Yeah. You know, but as for me, I'm trying to go the influencer route. And there's a lot of money to be made in that industry by itself. So I feel like there's a lot of money for all of us to make. You know, so I feel like we should not compete against each other. But I feel like a lot of people do compete against each other instead of actually support each other. So that's my little spiel, my real spiel, baby, you know, on that.
You said it.
So let's get into the shade. Have you experienced like any shade as a content creator? Like any shade?
The shade.
I need to know from your family, from your friends. The shade? Is it there?
Well, okay. I will say from family when I first started, and this is like literally my 1 year like YouTube versary. So yay for that. I'm excited. But when I first started this time last year, when I was, you know, giving people that transparency out of me and my story and my life and my experience, I had some pushback from the people I grew up around and more so my family, because I don't think they really understood the need for it. They just kind of looked at it as kind of like you putting your business out there, and it's like, no, like I'm not out here like trying to get people all up in my tea, but I'm really trying to like show people and tell people like you're not alone. Like we've all gone through this. So I think it's kind of this misunderstanding on that part as far as family, but as far as like actual trolls and things, I actually got my first like I ain't gonna say hateful, but just kind of random like troll. It was like some person who had like a dog as their profile picture. So like, sweetie, you're not even in the picture. Like you standing outside the club, you can't even get in, baby. Like what you doing? And I was sitting here putting, you know, everything out there, my heart, my soul, my genuineness. Yeah. And you out here commenting more so like I had did a kind of like a accepting and embracing your flaws kind of video, and he was like, or he or she, they were like, how the hell are you gonna tell people to embrace stuff and you're like sitting here still hiding? How am I hiding? I do this every day. I do this all day. I'm new. Maybe I'm true to this, not new to this. You understand me? So baby, and then when I went to their profile, it was private, and it's like it just kind of holds true to like people don't want to see you do well. A lot of people, not all, but a lot of people don't want to see you do well, and a lot of people just want to like hate for no reason. Like I don't even know you. You didn't even like, it wasn't even constructive criticism. When you open yourself up to the content world, to social media, of course that, you know, it's gonna happen. People are gonna have stuff to say. But if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all, y'all. Don't say it at all. Don't say nothing. That's it. You just exit off the video if you don't like it. That's it. Baby, I just laughed. I don't have time to pay everybody's like any mind with the trolling. I'm just gonna laugh at you, let you talk to them green bubbles and block you. How about that? Okay.
Not the green bubble.
The green bubble. The dot. Who this? Who? Ding dong.
You didn't
Oh, maybe.
My lip is just peeling off.
Let me tell you.
Peel it away. Okay.
Okay, so since you've been in the game for a while, I know you've had some trolls or some people who had to say some hateful stuff. What's been your experience with it?
Well, let's start with the shade. As far as shade, I haven't really received like a lot of shade from like, you know, like family members or friends, because I feel like people know that I'm kind of like an out of the box person. You never know what I'm going to do next. So I feel like people just kind of let me do me, which is great. Let me do me, because I'm going to do what I want to do anyway. Period. You know, so I really haven't experienced shade, honestly. And I'm not a shady person either, so I don't try to throw shade to anybody. Now, as far as negative comments, I do get lots of negative comments on my YouTube channel. Girl, yes, I be blocking and deleting them. Every now and then I do, you know, make a little small clap back, and I let people know like, hey, this is not okay, because I don't know how people are so comfortable with going on somebody else's channel, somebody else's Instagram, and comment something negative. Like, who told you could do that? Like, people are like very bold whenever they do things, but you know, I've learned to just, you know, block and delete. That's really what I can do. And just the other day, honestly, like 2 weeks ago, this girl was like, you should look into getting a new foundation color. And I'm like, are you here?
Oh.
Can you see me? Can you see the lights that are, you know, in front of my face? Because lighting will make your foundation also look different. So she was like, I just wanted to make sure because I don't know if you had anybody to tell you or not. And I'm like, well, where are you in the world, first of all? You might be way over here in New York and I'm down here in Texas. You know what I mean? So like, how is my foundation your business?
Whose man's is this? Who? The disrespect.
Girl, I don't know, but people are just so bold, y'all. But honestly, that's how I handle it. I really just be deleting comments out here and I'll be blocking people. If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all.
Block ministry, honey. Put it right on there. Right on the block ministry.
So Avery, how do you support other content creators? Let's go into that. How do you support?
Well, I'm, like I said, still fairly new into the content world. It's still, you know, I'm still figuring it out. But as far as like, kind of supporting people, me is just kind of offering like myself or like my services, or what I do know so far. Like I said, I may not know much, but I know, you know, a little something.
Okay.
And I can, you know, help put you on. If you ask a question, you DM me. I've had a few people DM me and ask me certain things. I'm gonna reply back to you. I got the time.
It's the influence.
Yeah, let me tell you. Or they be like, oh, you know, where you get that from, or this and that, or like, how did you do that with your hair, or whatever have you. You know, I'm not one who keeps secrets to myself. I'm not in business of that. That's not what we do here, honey.
That part.
So I think just doing that, and then also just being genuine and supporting them, especially like business owners, and like reposting it or giving them a shout out. Like, oh y'all, look, don't let me fool y'all. Like, I didn't do this myself. Let me get a business, they props. Okay. And I shout them out on my videos or my Instagram. And kind of just reminding people like, hey y'all, make sure y'all support black owned business or small business or all that good stuff. So yeah, that's how I have done it so far. What about you?
I feel like I've definitely done the same thing. You know, when people ask me questions about anything, I'm always open to answer. I don't feel like if a person's like, hey, where'd you get your shirt from? I don't be like, I ain't telling you where I got my shirt from, or I just don't reply. I always reply, first of all. And second of all, if you're really smart about it, you can monetize. Be like, hey girl, I got this shirt from here. By the way, here's my like to know it link where you can go to my link and shop directly. That way I still make a commission off of what I just suggested to you. So, you know, I always answer people, free game or not, you know, DM me, I'll let you know what's up. I also like to shout out people every now and then. Avery was one of those people that I shouted out just on an Instagram story. You know, I really liked the picture that she had posted. So I had did like, I think it was like 5 or 6 creators that I had shouted out that day, and I put everybody on my story. So that's one way. And then just by asking her to, you know, collab on my channel, that's also hopefully showing my support as well. Because I want more of us to be acquainted with each other and not be so separate. Like as content creators, we should really stick together, you know what I mean, when it comes to content creation. So yeah, so that's basically how I support though. I really just try to, you know, just be an open book, and just not try to take away and just give, because you have to give as well. You can't just take from others. So
message.
That's how I support other creators. We're gonna get into the next question, which is, which social media platforms do you think new content creators should post on?
Ooh, child.
I'm gonna go first?
Yeah, you can go ahead. No, go ahead. 'Cause I'm like, that's a loaded question.
I feel like that's really up to you. If you're a person that likes to talk, if you like to be behind the camera, make a podcast. If you like to take pictures, you need to be on Instagram. If you like to do a little bit of everything, you need to be on YouTube. And that's just kind of how I feel when it comes to content creation. You really have to go where you feel you would belong. I know a lot of like funny people that are like really funny, like had me laughing all day long. TikTok is the only platform because, you know, you can get paid on TikTok. You can get brand sponsorships. So I really think that it's up to the creator and what type of content creator they want to be. So.
Honey, you took the words right out of my mouth.
That's it.
I think, yeah, I'm gonna say, I don't think that's an answer. I didn't know he was like asking to be a trick question. I don't really think there's like, you know, one real answer to that, because like you said, people are different. They have different needs. They love to do their own thing.
Facts.
And if it goes with your brand and what you're promoting, go with it. Pictures,
Facts.
videos, YouTube, Instagram. Clubhouse is the newest one.
Oh, Clubhouse is good. I love Clubhouse, y'all.
Twitter, all of that. I'm not on all of them, but I mean, at least be on like 2 or 3 of them.
Right.
Like to really get out there and build yourself up. I think you can't go wrong with that. So.
Right. And I just want to go ahead and add on to that too, because, you know, as me, I want to get in more into influencing, and so does Avery. But, you know, being on more platforms is better whenever you want to be an influencer, because when a brand is like, okay, we need 1 Instagram video, you might be able to say, okay, well, you guys can pay me a little bit more because I can also provide a YouTube video for you guys as well. And if you're really feeling me, I could even do something on TikTok for y'all. So you have to make it work for you. But I will say this, you have to have one platform that you're really focused on. You know, and for me, that's YouTube. Instagram will probably be like my secondary, but you want to have at least one place to call your home. What are you known for? Which platform? So you got to think about that. What platform do you want to be known by? So
consistency.
Consistency, that's it, girl.
That's the word of the year, honey.
That's it. Now let's get into this other little juicy question. So what's the difference between a content creator and an influencer?
Message.
To me, it's real simple.
Go ahead, you got it. Cause
go ahead.
No, I'm gonna let you go first because I feel like you. One of those words I do not like, and I know it's short for something, but I don't like it. But I'm gonna let you go first.
Yes. So first of all, I think she's talking about the word influencer. I really don't like that word either for some reason. I don't know. I feel like we overuse it, but I know for me, I use it in like my YouTube titles and stuff like that because I know that it's a popular thing. But back in the day, you know, YouTube content creators were basically beauty gurus. They weren't influencers. So I think that, you know, the main difference between being a content creator and being an influencer is pretty much like the money aspect of it. I think when you're just creating content like on YouTube and stuff for fun, I think you're just a content creator, or maybe you just like to make fashion stuff on your Instagram channel. But when you're actually getting paid and when you actually start telling people where you got your clothes from, where you got your makeup from, I feel like that's when you become an actual influencer. So all influencers really don't have to get paid, but the ones that, you know, I know of, they are actually paid. So yeah, so to me, that's really the difference. Really, is just the check. I mean, when you want to give, you know, when you want to serve it like that.
Well, you know what, and I'm glad you put it like that because it's kind of changing my perspective, even in like just this, you know, within this video, because for the longest I did not, and you know, I have trouble with the word influencer because I'm like, y'all, like, girl, to me it's kind of like, oh, I want to put this person on a certain pedal. Come on, Lash, it just came right on off, just like that.
Oh, no,
that's all right, we're gonna try it again.
Put it back.
I think to me, when it comes to that word influencer, it's kind of like people putting people up on a pedestal, but I think it's all about like the mentality behind it. And I'm like, oh girl, I'm just trying to figure it out. Please don't put that extra pressure on me, because the higher people hold you, when it's time to fall or you make a mistake, oh baby, they're gonna drag you. So I'm like,
own you.
It's yeah, but
I agree.
Yeah, I think it's that perspective of that versus a content creator. I'm putting stuff out that I like to do. Like, I love fashion, I love this. Like, I'm just gonna, you know, have fun with it, but also too, like, you want to get paid for it because it's a job. It is a job. You planning, time, effort, energy. You're gonna get tired of doing it for free, honey. Ain't nothing free in this world, is what my mama would say. Ain't nothing free. So
nothing is free.
So I like how you put, like, when it comes to like the money aspect, it crosses that line. So
yeah, but I definitely agree though, like on how other women put other women on a pedestal, you know, just because they're an influencer. And I know people who have personally made like hate videos on YouTube of like other content creators because they were like, oh, she's too big for me, she's too inspirational for me, she has too many followers, her life is so perfect. And I'm like, baby, if y'all really like follow the day-to-day lives of some of these content creators, they will post videos about how they're so depressed. They have so much anxiety.
Talk about it. They
don't feel like they have like real purpose. So don't get caught up in like the numbers, because they are still human at the end of the day, and they have downfalls just like the rest of us. So yeah, so that can definitely be, you know, tricky when it comes to influencer versus content creator. So yep.
Oh, baby, this lash is giving me the blues. I should got my tweezers. Anyway,
I'm dead.
But along with that, how do you, which one do you prefer to be called? And then also too, like, what has been your personal experience being that, you know, content creator or the influencer and having that pressure of that title on you?
Oh, well, I don't feel pressured at all, to be honest.
Okay.
You know, whenever you're just manifesting your own lane, you know, you're really not going to feel pressure to live up to, you know, being called a content creator, being called an influencer. I like to be called both. You know, I know influencer is like a strong word, but I mean, if people are asking me questions about stuff and I'm answering it, I'm basically influencing. I've been influencing, you know, when I even didn't know I was actually influencing. But you know, professionally, we are content creators. So I mean, I think that's like the big title is content creator, and I feel like you can have that additional title, that subtitle that's called influencer under that content creator. But to be an influencer, a successful influencer, you have to be a great content creator. So you see what I mean?
I like that. That's real cute.
It definitely does.
Who are some of your favorite like content creators, no matter the platform? Like, who do you really feel inspired by? Who do you like watching?
Oh man, I watch so many people because I like to get different perspectives. Let's see. First, I like to watch Ashley Devana. She's here in Dallas, Texas.
Oh,
I feel like Ashley, she is very like chic and like very classy, but she doesn't let anybody play with her. And I think that's why I really like Ashley, because she really likes, like, yeah, I'm bougie. Yes, I like nice stuff. If you can't, you know, match what I'm doing, then that's on you. You know, you're gonna do what you gotta do. But she's always like herself. She never switches up, so I love to watch her. I also like to watch Missy Lynn. She's another one that's in Dallas. She's actually from Lafayette, where I'm from. So that was really cool. But she was like one of like the main OGs on YouTube as a beauty guru, honestly. So I like to watch her. I also like to watch Raven Elise. Raven Elise has evolved, honey. She has evolved. This girl got a big old house now. She is doing the thing. Who else I be watching? Because now I'm forgetting. I gotta go to my YouTube.
Just go.
I gotta go to my YouTube channel.
We got time.
I gotta go to my channel. Who do I subscribe to?
Ooh,
Oh, Susu. Pretty Susu. She's good. Let's see who else. I think that's it. I like the Baddie twins. They're fun. I think, Aaliyah's Face. She is so amazing. I love Aaliyah's Face.
I love that name.
I Design 8. She's really good. Shalom Black. She's amazing. Dope Ethiopian. So I watch like different people, and they all are kind of like different in their own ways, and that's why I really like them. But they're all pretty much on their grind, and they are making like a big bag. Okay, from being like content creators and influencers, you know, and once you start working with a brand, they'll want to start working with you again. So I just want to be like them, you know.
Is it?
I've had one paid sponsorship so far in October.
More to come.
Actually, not in October. It was in December. Yeah, more to come. It was in December, but actually Sulfur 8 had reached out to me to do a collaboration, and so I actually partnered with them. What are your rates for this? And I'm like, my rate?
I'm like, oh, me? Little me?
So that was kind of like, you know, my first shot at it, and it was hard, Avery. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I shot my content and I was like crying, because I'm like, my content does not look like all the other creators. Like, why are they paying me to do this? And that's, you know, where that imposter syndrome comes in.
Come on.
Where you really feel like, you know, you don't really deserve it. But I'm like, if they reached out to me, they saw something in me. You know what I mean?
You're putting that out. Like, they want what you have. They didn't reach out to the other people.
Right.
They want you.
So that's why I was like, you know what? I may be onto something, and I think I could potentially work with other brands. But after that, you know, one sponsorship, I have been pitching to brands. I've been hitting up brands in their DMs like, hey, y'all need some ambassadors. Can I be on your PR list? Can I do something? You know, and that's a part of like content creating and influencing that people don't really see. We actually pitch ourselves. I get a lot of rejections. I get a lot of no's. But in the meantime, I'm still practicing. I'm still uploading YouTube videos. I'm still, you know, uploading Instagram content, because somebody is going to see that. Just today, ORS reposted the reel that I did on their hair paint wax. They actually reposted it on their page today. And they gave me like a whole shout out, and it was like, make sure you guys go support Real Southern Belle. And I'm like, me? ORS?
Yes, ma'am.
You know what I mean? So I feel like you just have to continue to just put yourself out there too as a content creator. That's how you're going to be successful.
And I think it's also too important. I always have to remind myself, remember the why. Like, why are you doing this?
That part.
Why? Because it's so easy to be like, oh, I want to be, you know, I want to rise quickly, and I want to do beauty and this, and then it's so much to come along with that. But like, why? What are you doing this for? Just because? I'm confused. I don't. Why would you, just because you see everybody else doing it, or do you really feel like you have something to give to the world? So
yeah, and I feel like we have that in common too. I know like we kind of do different things, but at the same time, our main message is like women empowerment and just being better. So I think that's where me and you kind of on the same page when it comes to content creating. It's all about impact, and it's all about how you can help the other, and how you can bring value, to this space. So what is the biggest lesson, Avery, you've learned as a content creator, and any advice you would give to a new content creator?
Oh, I feel like I'm still a baby, and it feels so weird to kind of like.
Girl, you a big girl.
I know. I think it's just kind of like that, like, not fake humble, but it's like you humbling yourself, and it's like, stop sleeping. I remember listening to your latest podcast episode.
You listen?
I did. Oh, I'm about to cry. See? She didn't even, y'all thought this was fake. This is real. I actually, this part I listen and I take note, and you were talking about, a lot of people can be, they feel kind of inferior when you start to step in that light of like owning yourself and owning what you bring to the world. And I feel like that would be my main tip. Own what you do, and don't be afraid to put it out there. Yes, you're gonna make mistakes. Yes, you're gonna you're gonna mess up. Yes, you're gonna have all kind of like probably editing mistakes and all of this, but as long as you put it out there and the quality is somewhat even like decent, it don't have to be perfect. Like, you ain't gotta have $1,000 thing. I use my phone for a lot of my stuff.
Me too, girl.
And like, I got a camera, and I'm like, okay, let me start using that. And as you go, you kind of upgrade into what you're doing. But like, watch YouTube videos on how to create this and how to edit this. Like, just take the step, just do it. That's my thing. Just do it, and remember your why. And like, one of my favorite scriptures, it talks about comparison is the thief of joy. Like, when you start, like, you were just talking about like compare yourself, girl, honey, you're gonna be depressed because you're gonna be like, ooh, mine don't look like that, and I don't look like this, and I can't do that. Just like we were talking about the brand who reached out to you, they wanted what you offered, not what Raven Elise offered, not what Shanice Alicia, shout out to her, I love her, what she offered, like not what I offered. They wanted what you offered. So like, don't play yourself short.
Right.
So
I definitely agree with that. So who are some of the people that you watch? You just mentioned one of them. Who are you? We want to know. People want to know.
Where's my phone? I gotta look at my phone because I'm like,
no, period.
I don't really follow like a lot of YouTubers, believe it or not. I probably should.
Really?
Yeah, I really
don't.
Well,
you be on Instagram, huh?
Yeah, I be on Instagram a lot.
She
more so
doing all them reels, y'all. She's so good at it.
Thank you, honey.
I suck at reels, okay? I'm gonna just take the back seat right now and keep learning, and every now and then I'm going to go ahead and post one.
But you make it look so easy,
girl.
Let's see. So one of my favorite ones I did just mention, she's Atlanta based, but her name is Shanice Alicia, and she's like really, she does like a lot of vlogs and like skincare stuff and stuff like that, and natural hair. Oh girl, love her. Another one, oh, she's UK based, but I love her. Hold on.
Yes, and y'all, content creators are all over the world.
Okay? Oh, honey, you have a good look. And that's another thing. If you think like the market is oversaturated,
yeah,
it's not. It's not. Do what you want, cause like, there's somebody for everything. So girl, just do it.
And another one out here too.
Let me tell you. Another one I like is Annie Drea. She's a UK based. She's super funny. She's been doing it a couple years. Her editing skills, unmatched. We don't care what nobody say. On Instagram, because I'm more so on Instagram a lot of times, I follow like a lot of like more East Coast like influencers. One of my favorites is Layered and Liberated. Love her.
Oh, I love the name.
Let me tell you. Her, and she's actually just like collabed with another, let me see if I can find it, another content creator, and like it was so dope how they were able to like share that common bond of like fashion, but you could still see how like they look at it differently. Huh? Yeah, and I love that. So
see, so that's fashion. Yeah. We all got our own little taste into everything. So
let me tell you. Of course, Ashley, who you just mentioned, she's starting to like really become one of my favorites too, because I'm like, okay, like she lives here and she's making it look like, relatable. Like, oh, it's the girl who live in Dallas. I don't live in California and New York.
You don't have to move that far to be somebody.
Right. She like give y'all the real. She like do it with class. She make it look fun. And she's one of my other favorites. So those are some of my favorites.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. So let's do like a fun fact. Like, what's one fun fact about you that people don't know?
You want to go first? Because I'm like, oh, let me think.
I'm trying to think too. A fun fact. People don't know, like, I wanted to be a rapper at one point.
Oh, wait, come on.
If you go to my very first YouTube video, I did a cover to Iggy's I'm Fancy. I'm so fancy. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I did a whole like remix, y'all. And I did like a music video and everything. It's the first video on my YouTube channel. So I really wanted to be a rapper at one point. And I did record like an actual song in the studio as well. In addition to that Iggy remix. Yeah, girl, I gotta stop.
Oh, my girl is out. Look, she said don't sleep across the board.
And that's a fun fact.
Across the board. My girl is out here. My fun fact, I can sing. I don't know if a lot of people know that. I sing on some of like my youth, well, especially like my older videos, I sing, but like I can do a little like 1, 2, let's see. Oh my God, I hate being put on the spot. Let me see what I can do.
Girl, we're gonna be out here making a track.
Oh, look. Oh, okay, so I still have to record this, but this is kind of why I want to do like my intro for my YouTube channel. Is PFABG, which is the acronym for Pretty for a Black Girl. But it goes PFABG, pretty for a black girl like me. PFABG, pretty for a black girl like me.
Okay.
That's it. Like,
girl, why do I feel like you should be like, I don't know, on a TV show? Like,
I mean, look,
you can do a Disney Channel track at this point.
I'm open to it. Look, you rap, I sing. Like, let's take on the world.
I am dead. This has been so fun.
It really has.
I'm trying to think, you know, if we missed out on anything, but I think we hit like all the questions that I had in my phone. Did you have any other questions that you wanted to bring to the people?
No, I feel like you hit it all on the head. Oh, okay. So you help inspire me. You don't realize it, but like you being so consistent in everything you do, I'm like, oh, like I need to step on my cookies because I'm like, I keep saying I'm gonna live this life and be this, you know, person of stature, and I'm not putting the work in behind it. So, hey, like B Simone said, become who you want to be or attract. Hey,
okay.
I know y'all give my girl some flack, but she, you know, she was on it. What is some advice that you would offer someone who doesn't have as much experience as you do?
Oh my God. The best advice I can give is just to keep going and to just start. I think that's like the biggest thing. I feel like experience really, it matters, but it doesn't matter because I feel like somebody can start, you know, doing YouTube today and quickly pass me up. You know, now YouTubers are getting like 200,000 subscribers within like 2 months. And I'm like, I've been on here for 4 years and I ain't even hit 10K yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not even fair. But you know, the honest thing is just to just be yourself and just to keep putting yourself out there. Whenever you stop putting yourself out there, that's when the opportunities are going to stop. That's when your money's going to stop. That's when your views are going to stop, and everything is going to stop. So, you know, and I have to use my time wisely. You know, I'm like, oh crap, it's been a month since I posted on my podcast. Let me record something. And I honestly just take my phone. I'm like, how am I feeling today? And I talk about how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling discouraged, if I'm feeling like I need to pick me up, I just pick up the phone and I just start recording. So, I mean, you know, just do you, be you. Like somebody is gonna, you know, see what you're doing. People are gonna see the value that you're giving them, and just keep going. But you've been consistent. You've been posting a reel like every single day on Instagram. Like that type of stuff gets you noticed though, you know? So just keep going. That's my advice.
I appreciate it. We'll do.
Yes, ma'am. That's it. This has been so fun, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing my perspective as a content creator and also Avery's perspective. We both brought, you know, different perspectives to the space. But we're both pretty black girls, you know what I'm saying? We're both doing it. And it's Women's History Month, so I hope you guys collaborate with other content creators as well. And I hope you guys did enjoy this. I will leave the links to our channels below. Make sure you subscribe to both of us. Follow us on Instagram, you know what I'm saying?
Click.
And just comment below and let us know if you like this video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.
Bye guys. Thank you. It was so much fun.
Woo, woo, we did it. We did it. You think the end was good, or we need to redo it?
No, I think it's fun.